Hey there, Scorp. This is Sophie with Lady of the Unknown Oracle. Thank you so much for joining me in your reading today. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I am so excited you've decided to join us. And if you're returning, thank you so much for your love, support, contributions, and above all, being my confirmation that I'm in alignment with my life purpose. You have my undying gratitude. So my loves, this is going to be your general love reading, all right? So please keep in mind that the messages today do not have a time frame. So if you're here, it's because there is something here that's going to help you close off a past situation, maneuver around a current situation, or anticipate and prepare for a future situation. All right, so if today's reading doesn't resonate, please take a look at last month's reading because my readings do tend to read out 2 to 3 months ahead of when you find this reading. All right, so my sweet Scorps, let's find out what's going on with you and what you need to know moving forward. Let's see. So, a couple jumpers, Scorp. 9 of Swords. All right, so really just there's something that is eating you alive. Okay, something is really just, it's rooted really deeply in your heart and it's hard for you to shake off. Okay, the Sun also came out, so I feel like it could be something that you've realized either about happiness or about something that you know has to be released in order to give yourself the best chance at actual happiness. This could also be something that you are experiencing with a Leo. Okay, the Queen of Cups was coming out all like every single time I cut the deck. You know, it was one of the cards that kept on jumping out persistently. And so I feel like that was kind of Spirit's cue to me to kind of get on with the reading for you guys. For us, I am Scorpio's sun. You know, so it was kind of like, all right, that's pretty much it. Now get to the reading. So here we go. All right, let's see what's going on for you guys in love. Things are going to be getting better though, Scorp, okay? Things are getting better. Whatever the source has been for you in creating so much internal chaos, you're going to be receiving kind of like a wave of peace. Okay, that's what's coming in for you. Peace and healing and a clarity, okay? A clarity that maybe you've been lacking. Something's going to be revealed and something is going to finally be made really obvious to you. And you're going to feel more comfortable moving forward in a way that maybe you've been feeling very stuck. You've been feeling very hesitant, indecisive about how to move forward. You're going to be finding that it's almost like a renewed strength, okay? It's like a renewed strength. So let's see what's happening, please, for our beautiful Scorps in love. What is happening, please? What messages must we clarify, receive, in order to feel empowered and move forward in the best possible light, in greatest alignment with our path, please, for Scorp. Here we go. I'm being told to cut 4 ways. Okay. Overarching energy, King of Pentacles. So you could be connecting with an earth sign of I'm getting Capricorn for some reason. I'm getting Capricorn really, really heavily. This is Taurus, Virgo, Cap, but for some reason I'm seeing Capricorn. Okay, so you could be connecting with a Capricorn, Scorp, but overall this could really be your energy as well. You could be in a committed relationship, or this is something that you really want to have in your life. You want to be in a committed relationship, and perhaps you already know something about the person that you are connecting with, whether or not they fit the bill. Okay, that could be the source of your anxiety. This could be a commitment you're already in and you realize there's a mistake there. It could be a relationship that you're not in yet, but you really want to be, and maybe the person you are connecting with is already in a relationship, right? So something surrounding commitment and anxiety, right? There's a source of anxiety around this commitment. Now your current position here is the 10 of Swords, is your current energy being blocked by the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, so things are changing pretty swiftly, and I feel like you're taking initiative, Scorp. You're taking initiative to make things happen. King of Swords on your mind. Okay, so you could have air in your chart very heavily, Scorp, or you could be thinking about an air sign. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. In your heart, you've got the Magician. It's very strong Gemini energy here. Okay, this is also Virgo, right? This is also Virgo or Aries. You do have this King of Pentacles, so this could be very strong Virgo for you if you're connecting. If this is somebody who you connect with on a love level, right? If this is someone who you're constantly thinking about in terms of their situation, my situation, our situation, right? Kind of like the technicalities surrounding the situation, then you're probably thinking more, this would be more relevant to if you are connecting with an air sign, right? It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be. But whoever this is, right? Whoever this is to you, could be the Virgo, Aries, Capricorn. I'm feeling very strong Cap here. You know, if you are connecting with this person, all this is telling me is this is someone with whom your conflict with them is highly circumstantial, right? There's a lot of things that just are not really, things are not aligned. Like there's so many inconveniences surrounding your connection. And honestly, especially with the King of Swords energy here and the fact that you want to manifest something is telling me that you guys are likely in separation, right? You guys are likely in separation, but you're on the verge of releasing something, Scorpio. You're done. You're tired. Right? In the recent past, you had the Four of Pentacles, so you or the person you're connecting with may have been very blocked off. You know, you were holding on to something. So if you guys have been in separation, if you have been in separation, which is what I'm seeing here, then what you and this person have been holding on to have not been each other. Right? It's whatever their life has been looking like up to now. For example, if they are in a karmic relationship, or maybe they're not in a karmic relationship at all and they're just more focused on work, whatever it is that's been tying them, that's been tying them and what's been tying you and what has been essentially keeping you guys separated, those things have not been let go of. And maybe you have let go of certain things, Scorp, to make room for this person energetically in your life, but they haven't reciprocated, and so you're getting tired, right? It's like very one-sided. Coming in with the Queen of Wands, someone is regaining their independence, and I feel like this is you, Scorp. If you've been thinking about starting, you know, a personal project, a personal endeavor, perhaps you even are thinking about dating, right? There could have been something about this person that had you feeling very attached, but you knew there was something that was really blocking your potential in terms of finding the right person, right? The right partner for you. With the Queen of Wands, this is you feeling very in your element, very sexy, very attractive, very capable, right? You're not really feeling very much tied to anything anymore. There's a sense of confidence and like you're about to shake things up on your own, and you don't need anyone's permission, and you don't need to be attached to anybody to make it happen. You see yourself as the Three of Pentacles. So for right now, Scorp, you could actually be applying yourself and all of this angst and stress into work. But what I'm really seeing with the Three of Pentacles is you are reevaluating what it is you bring to the table. Okay? You are reevaluating what it is you bring to the table. So you are kind of taking a look in the mirror and saying, okay, why am I attracting all of these people and all of these circumstances into my life? Why? Why is this my story? Why is my love life looking kind of like a romantic comedy right now? Right? And it's like, because in some type of way, you have essentially been drawing into your life that which you are. And even though your intentions have been good, as are the person maybe that you are connecting with, your actions have not been mirroring your intentions. And so what do? You end up getting more of what your actions have been reflecting than your intentions have been reflecting. Right? And so it's getting to the point now, Scorp, where you understand that in order for your life to change, your rituals and your actions and your day-to-day plans and scheduling has to look different. Who you include in your social circle has to look different. Where you work has to look different. How you apply yourself, your approach to life, your personal philosophy has to be different. Something needs to change. Right? And so you are going through somewhat of an internal, like an evolution, a spiritual evolution, emotional, mental, intellectual evolution, where this tie that you've had to this person or to this situation has shown you so much about yourself and what you haven't been doing right. And what I mean by right isn't like capital R truth, right? I mean what's right for you, right? What is it that you want? And how much of that have you actually been attracting? And if it hasn't been very much, now you know why. And that's the clarity you're getting. Okay? Your environment, you've got the Page of Pentacles. So for some of you Scorps, where you've really been trying to figure out how like, this is an individualistic journey, okay? The Page of Pentacles is a student, so this is somebody who may be thinking about going back to school, someone who's thinking about picking up a job, right? A new career path, a calling, right? This Page of Pentacles is somebody who's new to the scene, but they are eager, right? They're eager to roll their sleeves up and get to work, right? They're ready to become better at something. They're ready to begin a new journey. This could also be an offer, right? This could also be an offer of something new. So if you have been in a job, or you've been in a career path, or you've been in school, this could be someone who is reaching out to you for an opportunity to start something new, to elevate where you currently have been to a greater platform that's going to benefit you in a way that you've been wanting. This could also be an earth sign, right? So we've got very strong Virgo. For me, Capricorn is just like screaming in my ear. Capricorn, I feel very strongly for you, Scorp. You could have Capricorn in your chart, okay? If that's the case, then this would be speaking volumes to those of you who are Scorpio and strong Cap in your chart. This is greatly internal. Okay, this is greatly internal. This is a huge energetic shift that's happening in your life, and especially in your love life. I know, I'm seeing pentacles here, and so I am going off a little bit on work and school and whatnot, but I feel like this is all important. This is all important because essentially what's happening in your love life, Scorp, is that this relationship, this connection, has played a huge effect on how you view your life purpose. Right? And I feel like in a lot of ways, how quickly your love life progresses at this point is going to be contingent on how quickly your personal growth in your life purpose moves along. All right? You're afraid of the Nine of Pentacles. So you're afraid of what your journey may look like now as a single person, being detached, right? There's a certain reassurance that comes with knowing your emotions, your desires romantically are tied up. I almost want to say, Scorp, that perhaps you and this person have been in a sex-only relationship. I know there isn't besides the Queen of Wands, there isn't a single wand on the board yet. But I feel like what you and this person had may have been greatly just, sex-based, just purely physical. That may not be the case, right? But I guess my point in saying that is there's something that was so integral to the kind of relationship you see yourself having someday, that whatever it is you and this person that you've been connecting with have been sharing has been lacking that really integral, instrumental aspect that you just, you can't live without. Whether that's intimacy, whether that's intellectual stimulation, whether that's a sense of humor, whether that's financial stability, whether that's ambition, whether that's a desire to travel, whatever it is, Scorp, there's something that you really need, right? Need from this person who you want to say is your companion, right? There's something about that person that you have been waiting on that maybe doesn't quite fit the bill, or they do, and the issue at hand is really just the fact that it's not just about you guys. There are more people involved, right? Because now in the outcome we've got the Hermit, so this could be a Virgo. We've got the Queen of Wands, we've got the King of Swords, we've got the King of Pentacles. But again, with the overarching energy being the King of Pentacles, if this is not a Virgo that you're connecting with, or a Capricorn that you're connecting with, right? Or even a Taurus, we've got Pentacles here in the Page of Pentacles, a young earth sign of some kind. If this isn't you, where you have this placement in your chart, or you're not particularly focused on your work or money or self-sufficiency in lieu of this romantic connection, then this is essentially someone that you're connecting with. This could be the person, right? If this isn't another person, then this is you. This is you working on your stability. But there's a desire here to become more stable, and you're afraid of being alone. Okay, but in your heart, you've got the Magician. So let's go ahead and clarify. I feel like this is deeply individualistic for you, Scorp. Okay, this is deeply individualistic for you. This is really, you're discovering a lot about yourself, and I think the connection you've been in has, it deserves a lot of credit for this. It deserves a lot of credit for how much you've discovered and how much you will be discovering. Okay, the Queen of Wands is this is a very empowered individual. It doesn't have to be female or male, what have you. This is a very powerful individual. Okay, someone who is a self-starter and is not afraid. Empress as the overarching energy. Underneath that is the Six of Cups. So there could be some kind of past tie. All right, some kind of past tie. You could be pregnant, Scorp. Okay, that's something that's popping out at me loud and clear right now. With the Empress possibly being a pregnant woman, and the Six of Cups having children, right? You could be having your second child, maybe even your first, but you're feeling very much in your role as mother, as nurturer, as creator, right? And so this King of Pentacles could absolutely be the person with whom you're connecting, but above all, you may also be a single parent, Scorp, and you're trying to see how you can make things work, and you don't want to settle for a relationship you know is not good for you, right? But you're also afraid of being alone. You are coming up as the Empress if that's the case for you, Scorp. You have everything you need, everything that you need in order to make this happen, in order to make this work. Okay, now Scorp, you could also be connecting with a Taurus or a Libra. Okay, but let's go ahead and see overarching energy with the Empress. Outside of it being an individual, outside of this possibly being you or the person that you're connecting with, Scorp, this is fertility energy, right? Fertility, abundance. This is expansion. Okay, you are not limiting yourself. The world is your oyster. Okay, the world is your oyster. So with the Ten of Swords being your current position, absolutely, this is you releasing something. This is you releasing something, Scorp. This is you letting go. This is you letting old ways of being or old situations die off. So that way you can make room for this new self, this new inner world, this new, this new potential for a much more fulfilling, enriching love life. Okay, you could also be letting go of a relationship with another Scorpio with whom you're connecting. Okay, what's making things difficult here is the Wheel of Fortune with the Knight of Swords. So if you are connecting with an air sign, very strong Gemini, right? But it doesn't have to be, it could be Libra, Aquarius as well. With the Knight of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune, things are changing between you and this air sign, right? Or things, if not a person, this is just things are changing so fast. Right? Things are changing so fast that you're holding on to your head, because if you don't, you're just going to lose it. Right? Things are really changing so very quickly, and you're wondering if you can keep up. Okay? That could be the source of your anxiety. You could be feeling really depressed, Scorpio. You could be really feeling just like you're out, you're not, you feel like this situation is kind of out of your league. Right? But the thing is, this is happening for you, Scorp. This is happening for you, right? This isn't happening to you. All of this is happening to create a blank canvas for what's about to come towards you. On your mind with this King of Swords is the Three of Swords. In your heart with the Magician is the Knight of Wands. So if you're connecting here with a Gemini or Libra, Aquarius, very strong Gemini, again, this is someone who, if you have been in a three-party situation with them, okay, you want to be able to manifest something with them that feels more committed than it's been. The Knight of Wands is very in and out energy, okay? And I don't feel like that's coming from you. I feel like this Knight of Wands is characteristic of the person you've been connecting with. It could be a Leo, Aries, Sag as well, a fire sign who's been very disconnected from you. And the separation, honestly, just breaks your heart into a million pieces. The separation just makes you feel so alienated. It makes you feel so alone. It makes you feel like you guys are getting nowhere. Right? But the thing is, Scorp, the biggest piece of information I can give you right now about your situation is that the separation you guys are going through is actually an opportunity for you to get your shit together. Okay? That's what this is. So, Scorp, I want you really quickly right now to ask yourself, if everything came into alignment right now and the person that you've been trying to connect with said, okay, Scorpio, I want to do this. Let's do this. Are you where you want to be in life when this person says that? Think about how you want to, think about the role you want to play in the relationship. Think about what it is you see yourself doing on a daily basis to maintain your own happiness, and ask yourself if that is the person you are right now that would be happy in a relationship, given the role you see yourself playing in the relationship. For example, if you have been wanting to go back to school, right? And you see yourself being in a very loving, healthy relationship with someone, right? But you see yourself having that relationship after school is done, right? Let's say that you are the kind of person that can see yourself, staying home and making the food, and washing clothes and taking care of the kids. Like if you could see yourself kind of, staying in a more supportive role, kind of like holding down everything at the home front, and that's where you find fulfillment, is playing that aspect of the relationship, right? Those tasks, and that's what brings you fulfillment and happiness. Are you able to provide that and go to school at the same time? Because essentially what I'm saying, Scorp, is that if you're not careful, you might actually prematurely attract the situation into your vicinity, and you're not ready yet. Like if the universe were to give you exactly what you wanted right now, you actually would be super unhappy because you're not ready for it. What you want right? What you want is the future to be now, but the work hasn't been done yet. And so if you were to be given everything that you want in this situation, you actually would find that none of it is compatible, and you would essentially have to sacrifice something that has been a pillar to your existence, a pillar to your being, something you've always looked forward to in order to sustain this relationship that you can't shake or break away from. This is something that you would essentially have to choose, either you or the relationship. That's basically what this is boiling down to. Okay, so be mindful. This separation, okay, if this separation is really an opportunity for you to transform, to really be in your power. Everything you've ever wanted to do, everything you've ever wanted to be, Scorp, now is the time. Because the thing is whether it's with this person or the person you're going to be with for the rest of your life or for the foreseeable future, whoever's coming towards you is going to be it. And if you're not ready, you're going to have to make a really hard decision. And in the end, you may find that you're not as happy as you would have liked, right? That you would have expected. Because essentially, you're going to have to sacrifice something so integral to you that you're almost going to ask yourself, was it worth it to want this so bad and never actually do anything useful with my time for me, right? Now, in the past, you have the Four of Pentacles with the Page of Pentacles. So again, someone's been holding on to something, an idea. This could be a person, right? If this was you or the person with whom you're connecting, they could have been involved with the Page of Pentacles, right? A Taurus, Virgo, Cap. You know, this person may have even just been a friend in the past, right? And so they've been holding on to the friendship or something about the relationship that you guys share or that they share with somebody else that has never really resulted in any kind of fruit, right? Nothing really came from this, but they wouldn't let go of it. And so that's kind of stagnated the energy a little bit, and you're tired of holding on to it. So essentially you are letting go of whatever this anchor has been from keeping you moving forward, so that you can finally kind of break out of that cocoon and become the butterfly, right? So you could finally develop and really stretch your wings out and really, flex your muscles almost like for the first time, and finally come into your own and say, I am Scorpio. I am Scorpio. This is who I am, outside of the context of this relationship, outside of the context of my friendships, outside of what anyone expects me to be. This is who I am, because this is my potential. This is who I need to be happy, right? So coming in, you're becoming the Queen of Wands, or the Queen of Wands is going to come into your life, right? Because that could be who this Page of Pentacles is as well. Remember, these individuals could be completely different, or they could be different facets of yourself, depending on the context. So this could be who you're becoming. And in the environment with the Page of Pentacles, depending on what environment you tend to be in, this could be a different level of yourself personality-wise. Or these could all be the same people. The person on your mind, the King of Swords, can be the same as this Magician, can be the same with this Queen of Wands, it can be the same as this Page of Pentacles. All in different contexts, right? So with this Queen of Wands coming in, this could be you. Okay, if you got fire in your chart, Leo, Aries, Sag, right? You're really starting to own up to that part of your personality, the determined, ambitious, very powerful individual that you are. Page of Swords, King of Cups, Three of Cups. This is more court cards, okay? So the Page of Swords could be an air sign, okay? It could be Gemini, Aquarius. With the Page of Swords, though, as an energy, this is gathering information. All right, this is gathering information. This is trying to make a decision based on kind of like in a covert research type of way, right? So essentially the spy. Page of Swords is a spy, right? This is someone who is a little bit sneaky. Their communication is kind of lacking, right? They prefer to be the observer. They prefer to be the observer. They're just trying to get a look at information. So you could, for example, be spying on a King of Cups. Right? You could be really looking to connect with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, right? Again, so if you are connecting with this Scorpio, you may be releasing them and essentially stalking them, right? You guys could have mutual friends with the Three of Cups. You guys could have the same friends. And so even though you are kind of eliminating the romance part of the relationship out of the connection, you are also keeping in touch with certain people, because that way you can keep a lead on them. But be careful with that, because even though I know you're afraid of being single, the truth is you have a lot to gain right now, finally being single. All right, I just want to really quickly, up level. Look at that. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Hold on. It's beautiful. Absolutely. Yes. A lot of Leo energy here. This is you coming into your own, Scorp, okay? This is you coming into your own, absolutely. So, if this isn't you spying on anyone in particular, right? This isn't you spying on anyone in particular, Scorp. This is you just trying to figure out what company do you keep, right? You're becoming hyper cognizant of the fact that how you behave and who you surround yourself with has a tremendous impact on what your life looks like. And so you're starting to ask yourself, who are my friends and are these the people that I can count on in a tough situation? The fact that you are bringing yourself out of a situation, right? Or the fact that you are having such a hard time, the Ten of Swords is a mental release. So even if you aren't physically walking away, you are starting to disconnect yourself mentally and emotionally is what you're trying to do emotionally. But so far, mentally you're done, right? Mentally you're realizing something is not really right about the relationship. So Scorp, for example, maybe you and this person have like a physical relationship that you've been kind of hoping would teeter into relationship territory, and you're realizing that that's just unhealthy because whether this person is attached or not, they haven't been reciprocating in the way you've been giving, right? And so you're saying, look, okay, we're going to do the physical thing, but mentally I'm checking out. Like I'm not expecting anything anymore, honestly. I am just going to focus on myself, right? And so you're starting to say to yourself, all right, fine. So we've got the physical aspect of this love relationship down. That's cool. Now let's get my friends into balance. Like who can I count on when things get hard? Because remember, even though the Nine of Swords hasn't come out again, it definitely came out in your pre-shuffle, and I feel like that's significant. Okay, so, when you are having times of despair, when you are in darkness, when you need support, who is there for you? The Three of Cups can also speak to mind, body, and spirit, okay? So if you have been out of sorts, Scorp, now is a really good time, a really crucial time to get balanced again. All right, and if you have to take downtime, if you need to have, take more rest, if you need to heal, take that time for yourself. You deserve it and you need it. What good is everything else in your life if you're not functional? Right? So Queen of Wands, Page of Swords, King of Cups, Three of Cups, essentially down to the wire, we're talking about a balance. We're talking about the people you surround yourself with, romantic or otherwise, figuring it out, right? Coming into a space where you're actually executing this information now. It's not just about understanding what the facts are, it's understanding now, okay, not only do I know that this is how I need to lead my life, if this is how I want it to look, but I'm willing to do it now. Little by little, you are stepping into that power and saying, I am a co-creator in my own life, and if I want certain things in my life built, certain friendships available to me, if I want a certain career choice to be open and prosperous and abundant for me and waiting for me in all the ways that I find important and important to my growth, right? Then I know that these are the things I need to do. This is the company I need to keep. This is the way I need to be reaching out regularly, right? And so you're executing those steps. You're actually moving forward and doing what you know is important in order to have the life that you see yourself having. And that's why you see yourself as the Three of Pentacles with the universe. The World card speaks to self-actualization. It's the closing off of a cycle, but it's also understanding something so important about the human experience in terms of spirituality, in terms of how you connect with your higher self, your intuition, how you connect with your spirit guides, with source, right? There's an understanding. And with the Three of Pentacles, this is an understanding of how you contribute to this. How do you contribute to the game? How do you contribute to the environment? How do you contribute to these teams, these groups? It takes more than just you to build something, but at the same time, what you do affects the flow of this growth. So while it may not be all your fault if something goes wrong, it's not like you didn't play a hand though. Perhaps there is something you could have done to improve the situation a bit more for yourself. If you notice that, for example, your friends are toxic, you don't have to change them, but you can walk away. You see what I'm saying? So kind of like that. It takes two to tango. Okay, so if you find yourself, if you have been finding yourself in situations where you are kind of tempted to blame other people for things that haven't been working out, you're coming to a space now where you realize that even if you can't control everything, you have enough control where you can at least take the edge off, right? That you're not completely helpless. You have more ability to stand in your power than you think. I mean, you're coming up as the Empress. Okay? So, you are expanding inwardly. You are expanding. Now you could also be physically, right? Physically taking care of yourself as well with the Empress. The Empress is a very luxurious queen, right? She's all the queens combined, but she definitely she's ruled by Venus. She enjoys looking good, feeling good, smelling good, being surrounded by things that are highly sensual for her, right? And with strength coming out as as part of the outcome, right? You could really be engaging in physical activity. You could be engaging in improving your physical appearance on a level of, even if just for stress, reduction and for overall mental health. Right? Again, you're rebalancing things by focusing on the importance of the self, the individual. Now, with the Page of Pentacles, this could be you thinking about going back to work. This could be you thinking about going back to school. This could be someone in your environment, Taurus, Virgo, Cap, who is offering you happiness. This person could have Leo in their chart. You could have Leo in your chart. This could be a Leo specifically. This person wants a new beginning. This person sees happiness with you. And above all, there is an opportunity for growth. So if you have been in a friendly relationship with someone, and remember, this could be an aspect of the relationship with the person with whom you're connecting. So if you've been connecting with this air sign or an earth sign or a fire sign, and this resonates for you, another Scorpio, for example, if this has been resonating for you up to this point, and you see the past being holding on to an aspect of your relationship, that friendship, or that feeling of almost like you'll never proceed beyond this point, I'm seeing here with the Sun, there is growth. Where things have been stagnant, Scorp, things are progressing forward. Okay, this is clarity. Someone has come to an understanding. Something is becoming just incredibly obvious, right? And so maybe things aren't going to be moving at lightning speed, right? Maybe things aren't going to be moving at lightning speed, but they will be moving, or things will be moving at lightning speed and slowing down, because the thing is, we do have the Knight of Swords with the Wheel of Fortune. So this change, if this Knight of Swords is not the air sign with whom you're connecting, this is indicative of how fast things are moving along for you. So for those of you who are connecting with an air sign, things are going to be changing at whichever pace they may. Could be fast, maybe not. For those of you where this Knight of Swords is not an air sign, this is literally telling me that the speed of the Wheel of Fortune, right, the speed of change is going to be so rapid you need to hold on to your seat. Okay, this is going to be very unexpected. But remember, you have to make sure you are good with yourself. Make sure that you have, in terms of stability, all of your ducks set in a row. Because if you are not where you want to be when this person comes into your life, you are going to find yourself in a compromising situation where you're actually going to have to give up parts of yourself that as an individual, as a single person, you would never have to think about giving up. But in terms of accommodating room in your life for this particular connection, and in the way that you want to nurture it, you may find yourself in a slightly more compromising situation, right? At a crossroads, essentially. Now, with the outcome, with the Hermit, the Knight of Pentacles, the Strength card, and the Two of Wands, this is kind of giving me that feeling of that crossroads again. This is you as the individual, the Hermit, the Nine of Pentacles. You are self-sufficient. In terms of money, you are really immersing yourself in getting yourself stable. Okay? You are going to find yourself in a very stable place, Scorpio. In terms of your love life, where there may be this kind of working in the background, and I know this is a love reading, right? But I can't deny how important I'm seeing the balance that's needed to be struck between this love and where you are in terms of work and finances. Like, you are standing more in your power, but I feel like there's something about your singleness or your alone time, like your solitude. There's something about it that's brand new to you, and you're finding a renewed strength, and you need to make sure that you create kind of sacred time around that. You have to make sure that you really encapsulate and protect this opportunity for individual growth, this personal development, this inward evolution. Make sure that you take time aside to really dedicate to this, because this is a solo journey for yourself. And there's nothing wrong with connecting with someone while you embark on this journey. But I feel, Scorp, because you love so deep, if you're not careful, once you get attached, you'll abandon this whole journey altogether. And that's not what you want, because this is something, I'm seeing it. This is something you've been working towards for a long time. This is something you have been wanting for yourself for a long time. And maybe along the road, you've been maybe looking for this kind of support or looking for these opportunities in all of the wrong places. But all of those opportunities and all of those failures and mistakes have actually given you the tools in terms of knowledge and experience to help you make better decisions down the line. And that's where you are. You're at all of those mistakes kind of got you to like the beginning line, right? To the start line. Now you're at the start line. And now you're actually looking down the track and you're saying to yourself, oh my God, I'm actually so much closer than I thought. But remember, Scorpio, you have to get to the finish line. You can't start at the start line, be satisfied with that, then abandon your journey altogether. There's something very intertwined in what it is you are doing for yourself and how this connection will progress going forward. You are afraid of the crossroad, right? You're afraid of that singleness. You're afraid of having to make a decision. But what's ironic, Scorp, is that if you don't take care of your business now, you might find yourself inevitably at that crossroad, right? You'll find yourself inevitably making a decision between the relationship or yourself. Not because of the person. The person won't make you choose, but you will notice that there's only so many hours in a day, and you're going to want to achieve so much that if you don't prepare now while you're alone and don't have other things to focus on, other things to prioritize, if you don't take advantage now and monopolize that time now, being the dedicated person that you are, Scorp, you are going to find yourself in a compromising situation for yourself, because you're going to want both. You're going to want to have your solitude and everything you've been working towards, and you're going to want the relationship, and you're going to realize, oh my God, I'm still just human. I'm still only human, right? So with the Nine of Pentacles, Strength, and the Two of Wands, there are decisions to make along the road, but you don't have to make them right now. You don't have to make them right now. The Scorpios that I'm connecting with right now are in separation from this person, 110%. You guys are in separation, and that's because you are becoming who you must be in order to be in the kind of relationship and in the type of connection that you are seeking. And this could be with the person that you're connecting with right now. I'm almost completely positive that it's sex only, right? It's purely physical. It's purely physical. You guys have a connection here, but you guys are both working out your prospective situations. So for you, this could be you are the Empress, and this person that you're connecting with is the King of Pentacles. And so maybe this person has to come out of certain commitments, and you have to come out of certain commitments, or you guys have to build yourselves up in terms of stability of whatever that might be, right? So there's a lot left. There's a lot left to be sorted out before an actual union is made here between you guys. But the greater the strides you make in your personal life, the greater strides that you make, it not in your personal life per se, friendships and such, yes, right? But in terms of your choices, your day-to-day choices, who you become, how you build your identity, how you identify with your work, how you are building your life purpose, the kind of space you're accommodating in your life. Do you have that kind of space in your life to dedicate to a relationship right now? Or are you just wanting a relationship knowing you couldn't actually give anything to it? Right? You have to prioritize yourself first, Scorp. And right now, you are single. Right now, you have a lot of time to partake in what it is you must do for you. The Two of Wands is absolutely a decision, but it's a choice that you should make with the Two of Wands here. You should prioritize yourself. And it takes a huge amount of courage and inner wisdom to come out and say that. Right? To say, yes, I want love, but I'm not ready right now. Like, I want it, right? I want the cuddles. I want all the cuddles, right? I want all the cuddles, but I can't do the relationship right now. I can't do the relationship thing right now. I need to take care of my business. I need to handle my stuff. I need to build my legacy. I need to get the ball rolling there, so that way when I get started with my king or my queen, right, we can both kind of combine forces and create something neither one of us could have created alone. But right now, if I go into something, I'm going to be completely dependent on them, and that takes all the fun out of what kind of relationship it is I want. Okay, and again, Leo is coming up very strong here, Scorp, so you could have this in your chart. I feel like this is mostly meant for a Scorpio who has either Leo in their chart or someone that they're connecting with who maybe has a Leo moon. Okay, because these are, where this isn't your internal environment, this could be someone else's internal environment. Okay, the person that you're connecting with. And there's a decision, I feel like, that it has already been made in terms of what the outcome will be. And the outcome will likely be that someone, whether it's you or the other person, it's going to be singlehood. Okay, it's going to be focusing on yourself. So Scorp, if you are kind of ready for a relationship and the person you're connecting with has been giving you kind of like on and off impressions about where you guys are going, they're pretty content being alone right now. And whether that's because they are still learning how to let go of other people, or letting go of situations, or letting go of opportunities that no longer serve them, or they're still kind of going through their journey, right? Kind of let people be where they are, right? It's not, all we can do is be companions to each other on these journeys. But like, when we come into this world, we come in alone. When we leave, we're alone, and all we have in between the cradle and the grave is each other, right? We have company, right? We have friendship, camaraderie, we have each other. But when we depart, we are alone. And so it's really helpful when you are trying to reconnect with that part of us that is both internal and outside, right? The source, the divine, our origins, right? Not this world, this practical world, but our origins. When you are going within as the hermit, you are essentially funneling in all this information from the outside so that you can gain greater connectedness with your internal environment, which is inevitably connected to the aspect outside of anything conceivable here in the practical world. Okay, so there's again evolution, Scorp. Evolution. You are seeing things outside of your physical self. And this person, whether this is you with the hermit or the person you're connecting with, there is a huge leap, a quantum leap being made in understanding how important it is to be where you need to be on your journey before you rush into anything new. Okay? So, Scorp, I'm going to leave this here. I hope that this was helpful to you. This was a beautiful reading. Please be mindful and really be enjoy your solitude, enjoy your friends, enjoy what you have right now in your surroundings. In terms of love for you, okay, I definitely see a connection here. However, I find that what you are experiencing with this person is incredibly dependent on you. So if you find yourself in a connection with somebody who you feel is your twin flame, for example, or your soulmate, this person, how much they're willing to progress with you, or how much they are inclined to progress in a similar fashion as you in love, in terms of the relationship or the connection that you guys share, it's going to mirror back to you your pace. So the faster you are able to kind of consolidate this Empress energy finally into you, the quicker you can embody your Empress energy, the quicker they can be your counterpart, if that makes sense. So right now, focusing on your own individual journey, focusing on your individual growth, your personal development is the most important thing you can do in order to create the kind of stable love and the stable relationship you have been wanting. Because I'm going to be completely honest with you, Scorp, this is preparation. This is preparation. Okay? This is not the kind of thing that you go through just to lollygag. This is someone's coming for you. Someone's coming for you. And it may be this King of Cups, right? But it may not be. It could be someone completely different. It can be an emperor, right? It could be your emperor, right? It could be someone that maybe you're connecting with right now and they are finally in their emperor energy, right? But this person who's coming in for you, when they come in for you, they're going to be expecting you to be ready. Okay? Kind of think of it as like you getting ready for dinner, right? But this person is hyper punctual, and if they show up at 7 and you come down the stairs at 7:01, they're already in their car pulling out. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how like when you are ready, they are ready. And once that happens, it's pedal to the metal. You guys, it's done, right? So get ready. Scorp, now is the time. Take your shower, take your bath, do your hair, do your makeup, put the dress on, put the pretty shoes on. Get your purse, make sure everything's good to go, because when they show up and they ring the doorbell, you can't go back upstairs to get that lipstick you love, and you can't go back upstairs and, oh, I forgot, this, and there's none of that. When they are at your door, they're going to hold their arm out for you, and you're either holding on to theirs or you're closing the door. You're essentially closing the door. Okay? So this is preparation mode. Okay? Get ready, Scorp. Get ready. All right. So, Scorp, I'm going to leave this here. I love you guys. I hope that this resonated. This is a beautiful reading. If it did, please let me know down in the comments down below, or send me an email. I love hearing from you guys. You are my life. Thank you so much for being here. I love you from the bottom of my heart. Please take care, okay? Please take care of yourself. I am always in your corner. So just know that I'm sending you love, light, and just humongous hugs. And until next time, take care, okay, Scorp? Mwah. I love you.